Spring feels like it's in the air. Today for our practice, we're going to work a little bit on building some fire in the body. So we'll do some energizing postures. We'll move through a flow, a Vinyasa style flow. And we'll also work on connecting with our breath. And so as we come into our mats, as we come into our spaces, I want you guys to start to move in a way that feels organic, that feels natural to you. So if it's a few shakes of the wrists, if it's a few ankle rolls, maybe some kicks just to let the legs start to get loose. Come on in and just use any micro movements that you need to get into your body to really start to feel your energy where you're at today. Our first order of our yoga practice is to have compassion for where we're at in our bodies. If you're not feeling like your energy level is really high today, work at your own pace. Okay, this is your practice. If at any point something doesn't feel right for you, feel free to take a resting posture, either in child's pose or just take a seat on your mat. Okay, whatever feels good for you. So coming on in, we start to release any energy with some gentle movement. And then when you guys start to feel ready and you want to start to settle down onto your spaces, we will bring the feet together, or maybe we'll keep them hip-width distance apart. You can bring your big toes together, heels slightly separated. And let's see if we can lift all 10 toes off the ground. Spread them out wide. And then try and lower one toe on each foot at a time. Okay? Again, lifting the toes off the ground. We open up and spread those toes wide. And then see if you can lower down the pinky toe, then the next toe, and then the middle toe, and then the index toe, would we call it that? And then the big toe. Okay, one more time together. Inhale, lift the toes, spread the toes wide. And then release one toe at a time down to the ground. A little bit tricky, isn't it? Okay, we find ourselves here in our standing posture. Now bend the knees slightly. Relax your arms down by your side. Let your shoulders relax down and away from the ears. Start to shift a little bit forward and back from the balls of your feet, back onto the heels and back again. Just taking a few moments here to really start to feel into our space, to start to ground down into our feet. Maybe start shifting from one foot to the other, a little side to side. Now see if you can bring all the weight into your right foot, feeling that left foot sort of just gently lifting above the ground. And then we'll come over into the left foot. Get light on the right foot. The foot is just gently touching the earth. And again, moving over to the right. In this way, we can find our sense of balance here. Knowing that you can connect with the weight of your body. That your body moves with the direction that you give it, from side to side and up and down. Good, and coming back to center, let's start to waken up the upper body. So taking a few deep, big breaths in, let's inhale, reach the arms overhead, and we'll exhale and allow the arms to float down. So let's take a moment now to connect with our breath. On the inhale, we reach the arms up overhead, gathering lots of big, beautiful breath. On the exhale, we lower and we float the arms down. Again, see if you can inhale as you slowly raise your hands. Keep inhaling all the way up to the top. And then exhale and lower and float the arms down. Again, let's inhale, reach the arms up. But this time, we're going to bend the elbows and we're going to cactus the arms. Squeezing the elbows down and behind the back, we start to lift the chest. Inhale, expand the chest on the inhale. Exhale and squeeze the arms down and back. Beautiful. Twice more, really using that breath to raise the arms up overhead. Exhale, bend the elbows down. And one last time, big inhale in here. Exhale. Exhale, bend the arms down and back. Beautiful. We're going to inhale, reach the arms overhead, and this time we're going to grab the left wrist with the right index finger and thumb, and let's extend on the inhale. So inhale to get really tall. Exhale and start to tip over to the right. Try not to push your hip out here. We want to think about tipping from the base of the spine, keeping the hips stable and square to the front. We open up that chest, rotating the chest up toward the ceiling, and take a big breath in. Exhale, come back to center, release the arms. We'll move to the other side. On a big inhale, lift the arms overhead. Grab the right wrist with the left finger and thumb. Inhale to extend and grow tall. Exhale to tip over to the left. Extending through the right fingers, we feel that stretch all the way from the right heel out through the fingertips. Open up that chest. Rotate the chest toward the ceiling. Take a big breath in. Exhale and release the arms. Okay, same exercise. We'll just move with the breath. Okay, so inhale, reach the arms up. Grab the wrist. Exhale, tip over to the right. Beautiful. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, release. Inhale, reach the arms up. Grab the right wrist. Exhale, tip over to the left. Extending through the right side body. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, release. Beautiful. One more cycle through. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tip. Inhale, center. Exhale, release. And one more to the other side. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, tip. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, release. Beautiful. So we'll come to the top of our mats now. As you're ready, you find that mountain pose once again. So either your feet are separated underneath the hips, or you can bring those big toes together, allowing the heels to be separate. Let's really ground down here. So see if you can lift all 10 toes again, and then really drop them down, feeling all four corners of those feet pressing down into the ground. Let's take a big breath in here, reach the arms up. On the exhale, we're going to hinge forward from the hips. Coming into your first forward fold, just a gentle bend from the hips here, everybody. So as you fold forward, start to release the head. The crown of the head reaches down. The arms go heavy. Now, if you want to keep the feet slightly separated here, you can start to shift maybe left to right. Just let the arms hang, feeling your lower back start to open up here. Maybe the hamstrings are starting to awaken. Option to grab opposite arm and maybe just sway a little side to side. Now we release the hands, and wherever you are, take the feet hip-width distance apart, okay? All 10 toes are pointing forward. We're going to place the back of the palms down onto the mat, and we're going to bring our hands underneath our feet so that our toes are touching our wrists. So our foot is covering our whole palm with the toes touching the wrists. Bend the knees as much as you need to and lengthen the arms. Dropping the crown of the head down, we come into our gorilla pose. You can find a little bit of sway here, maybe forward and back. Seeing how you can press into the balls of the feet and then shift the weight back onto the heels. Noticing any change in the sensation in the back of your legs as we stretch into the hamstrings. Take a few deep, big breaths in here. Beautiful. As you're ready, you can release the hands from underneath the feet. If you'd like, you can heel toe those feet back together, big toes touch. And we're going to inhale, drawing the fingers along the shins, coming in for a halfway lift. So we find our halfway lift here. We roll the shoulders back and away from the ears, and we lengthen the back side body from the base of the spine out through the crown of the head. The gaze goes forward and out. Take a big breath in. Exhale and lower. We'll do that twice more. Following the breath, we inhale to a halfway lift. And then you exhale to a fold. One more time, pressing into the feet. We inhale halfway, shoulders down and back from the ears. Nice long spine. Exhale and fold. Lovely. From here, let's place our hands on the ground. Step your right foot back and drop the back knee. And then step your left foot back. Knees come together. Spreading the palms on the earth, we're going to find our half plank here. So as you come down onto your knees, your hips might be over your knees. To come into a half plank, let's see if we can walk the hands forward just a little bit so that the knees are a bit behind the hips and the back is nice and flat. So coming into our first half plank here, we want to think about pressing away from the ground, lifting the front body away from the earth. And again, just as we were doing in our halfway lift, roll the shoulders down and back so you can feel the space on each side of the neck. Pull the lower belly up and in and start to feel maybe a little bit of heat created in your belly. If you feel a little bit of shake, just welcome that life force. Take in that energy. Take a big breath in. Exhale. One more time, big inhale. On the exhale, we're going to start to lower the hips towards the heels. Coming in for a child's pose. Arms can stay long as you lower the chest towards the top of the thighs. And maybe relax your head down to the ground. Feeling a nice stretch for the shoulders and the whole back here. Taking a few deep, big breaths in. As you're ready, you can inhale, press into the hands, and we're going to come back into that plank or half plank. So if you're in your half plank, your knees are on the ground, shoulders are over the wrists, and you're thinking nice long spine from the tailbone out through the crown of the head. If you want, you can come into full plank with me. You can tuck the back toes and begin to lift the kneecaps away from the ground. Drawing that lower belly up and in, we create a really nice long line from the heels out through the crown of the head, and we lift the body away from the ground. Holding here will create a little bit of strength, a little bit of fire in the belly, and maybe if you'd like, you can find a little bit of sway forward and back. Again, feeling into those toes, into the feet, feeling into the hands as they spread nice and wide on the ground. Pressing all 10 finger pads down into the earth. Okay, everybody come to a place of stillness. Take a big breath in, big inhale. And on the exhale, we're going to bend the elbows and start to lower the front body down towards the ground. If you're on your knees or your toes, lower the belly all the way. And we find ourselves in a prone position on the mat. Taking our hands to our rib cage, we're going to find a little back bend in our baby cobra. So let's squeeze the elbows into our sides. A little bit of pressure goes into the palms as you inhale and begin to lift the chest. Taking the gaze forward, roll the shoulders back and away from the ears once again. Take a big breath in. Exhale and lower. Keeping the hands right where they are by the rib cage. We're going to find a little bit of flow with our cobra. So on the inhale, lift the chest, roll the shoulders down and back. Feel that squeeze in your lower back. Tops of the feet and the toenails are on the ground. Take a breath in. Exhale and lower. Inhale, lift up again, coming into your cobra. As you begin to warm up the back, you might notice you can lift a little bit higher. Exhale and lower. One more time, big inhale. Slight pressure down into the palms as you lift the front body. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Big breath in. Exhale and lower. Beautiful. From here, let's leave the knees on the mat as we press the hips up and back, coming into our child's pose once again. Stretching the arms forward, relaxing the chest and the forehead down. Take a few breaths in here. Beautiful. Now from here, we're going to come into our first downward dog. So pressing into the hands, we lift the front body, bringing the shoulders over the wrists. Toes are going to tuck. Now, if you don't like a downward dog, you can always stay in a child's pose or stay on all fours. If you want to come with me, we're going to lift the knees away from the earth and start to lift the hips up and back, lengthening the arms, keeping the knees bent as much as you need to, okay? The heels do not have to reach the ground. We're working towards lengthening the back of the legs. Chest is pressing back towards the top of the thighs, and your gaze can go to the feet or to the knees. Let's find a little bit of movement here as we sway the hips side to side. You can also bicycle or walk your dog as you bend one knee and the other. Feeling all 10 finger pads pressing down into the ground. Lifting the body away from the ground. Crown of the head relaxes down. And let's find some stillness in our downward dog. Lengthening those arms. Again, keep the knees bent as much as you need to. We're building lots of strength in the body here. If you feel a little bit of heat building, just breathe into it. Any sensations that arise, just connect your breath. Taking a big inhale, a big exhale. One more time, big inhale. Everybody bend the knees generously. Look up towards your hands and begin to walk the feet up. Nice and slow, we take some baby steps all the way up forward and we find our forward fold. We inhale and we lift up halfway. Your fingertips can stay on the ground. They can come to your ankles or your shins. Roll the shoulders back and down and look out towards the horizon. Beautiful. Take an inhale. Exhale, lower. And we'll inhale to rise all the way up. Arms reach overhead. Palms come together and down through heart center. Nice work, everybody. We're going to bring all those movements together. So as you inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step the right leg back and lower the knee if you'd like. Step the left leg back, lowering the knee for a half plank or coming in for a full plank. Shoulders are over the wrists, heels pressing away as we find lots of length in the back side of the body. Now, as we press the ground away and lift the body, we hug the elbows in and lower the front body down to the ground. Coming in for a Cobra. Hands are by the rib cage. We roll the shoulders back and lift the chest. Little back bend here. Tops of the feet and the toenails are down on the ground. Exhale and release. Tuck the toes or keep the knees on the ground. We're going to push back up to a plank. Inhale, press. And from here, exhale and push the hips up and back for downward dog. Heels are grounding towards the earth. We lengthen the arms. Chest presses back towards the top of the thighs. Now see if you can rotate the triceps, the back of the upper arms, down towards the ground. So you get a slight rotation there in the arm bones. The elbow creases shine forward. And it's almost as if you're opening up a jar with your hand. If none of those cues land with you, don't worry. You can leave them alone, no problem. Take an inhale to bend the knees deeply. Look forward and step your way up to your feet. Beautiful. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Okay, twice more. Let's see if we connect the breath to movement. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Step back for plank or half plank. Shoulders are over the wrists. Inhale. Exhale and bend the elbows, lowering the front body down to the ground. Inhale for your Cobra, lifting the chest, rolling the shoulders back and down. Exhale and release. Inhale to press back up to the top of a push-up. Exhale back for downward facing dog. Heels release towards the earth. We inhale, look forward, bend the knees lots. Exhale and walk the feet up towards the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Inhale all the way, rise up. Hands come down through heart center. Beautiful work. Again, inhale, rise up. Exhale and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Step the feet back for plank or half plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower the front body. Bending the elbows right close to your sides. Inhale, lift the chest, coming in for Cobra. Exhale, lower the front body. Pressing up for half plank or full plank. We inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good work, everybody. Inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, step the feet up. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Okay, let's see if you can do that one more time. I'll cue the breath. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, step back to plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale, Cobra, lift the chest. Exhale, lower. Tuck the toes, inhale, lift to plank. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, look forward, bend the knees. Exhale, walk the feet up. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Excellent work, everybody. From here, let's bring our hands to our hips. Let's step the right foot back. We're going to turn towards the right, facing forward. We'll take the right toes, and we're going to turn them out towards the back of the mat. The back left toes, or the front left toes, are facing forward. Let's bend into this front knee, and we're going to find our warrior two. So as you're ready, begin to release the arms out to either side. Front knee is going to stay directly over that front ankle. Shoulders are directly over those hips. Press into the back edge of the back foot or the front foot. I know I keep changing our direction here, but stay with me. We reach out to opposite sides of the room, and we make sure that this knee doesn't want to fall inward. So if you need to adjust your stance to bring the feet closer together, and maybe don't bend so deeply in the front knee, that's fine. All right, you guys feeling the heat yet? Here we are. Breathe, okay? Take a few deep breaths in, your warrior two, finding our strength here. We let go of any judgments. Your pose doesn't look like mine. It's not supposed to. Wherever you are, just know that it's all good. Take a big breath in. Exhale, relax the shoulders. One more big inhale. Exhale. We inhale, lift the arms up. Lengthen the front leg. Exhale and lower back. Twice more just like that. Inhale, raise the arms up. Lengthening and extending that front knee. And exhale, coming back to warrior two. One more time, big inhale. Exhale. Nice work, everybody. Reaching out towards opposite sides of the rooms. We hold our warrior two for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Lengthen the front knee. We'll step back towards the front, and we'll take a little flow. So inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Step back for a plank or a half plank. Inhale, think nice and long. Exhale, bend the elbows, front body comes down. Inhale, lift the front body. Exhale and lower. Inhale, pressing up into plank. Exhale, downward dog. Bend the knees lots and lots. Inhale. Walk the feet up towards the hands. Exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Beautiful. Hands come to hips. This time we're going to step the left foot back. I'm just not going to turn my body away from you. So this time our left knee is bending forward. Right leg is nice and long. The heel is grounded down. The toes are turned out forward. Left toes are turned out towards the top of the mat. Finding our warrior two, okay? Creating some strength in the left side body here. That front knee stays directly over the ankle. Reaching out to opposite sides of the rooms. Let's see if we can bring our shoulders right over our hips. So make sure you're not reaching too far forward. Coming right over our center. See if you can drop the hips a little bit more. Press into the pinky toe edge of that back foot. Beautiful work, everybody. Breathe in here, okay? Let go of any judgments of the pose. If it's hard, it's okay. If it's easy, it's okay too. Just breathe. That's it. Find the ease. Be gentle with yourself. Now take a look at that back hand. Is it directly at shoulder height? Reaching out and gaze past your front hand. Keeping the arms at the same height. We find this strengthening posture. Breathing into any sensation. And on an inhale, we lengthen the front leg. Raise the arms up. Exhale, bend into the front knee, lower down. Twice more. Inhale, raise the arms. Exhale, float the arms open. And one more time, big breath, inhale. Exhale. Nice work, stay exactly where you are. Taking a few more big breaths in here as we cultivate that heat, that fire. We find our breath. One more deep inhale. Exhale, beautiful. Relax the arms, step the foot back up to the front. Find your mountain pose. You can either stay or you can flow with me. Inhale, raise the arms. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step back to plank or half plank. Take an inhale. Exhale, lower the front body. Inhale, halfway lift. Roll the shoulders back. Exhale, lower. Inhale, press up. Exhale, downward dog. Hips go down and back. Heels lower towards the ground. Inhale, bend the knees generously. Look forward. Exhale, step the feet up. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Arms by your side, we step the right leg back. We turn the toes out and we find our warrior two once again. Shoulders are over the hips. Arms reaching out, front knee over the ankle. Nice work, everybody. Pressing into the pinky toe edge of that back foot. Feeling super strong in our warrior two. Reaching out to opposite sides of the room. We keep our arms at the same level. Beautiful. Breathe in. Exhale. From here, we're going to come into extended side angle. We lower that right arm down to the top of the thigh, above the knee. And we inhale, reach the left arm overhead or directly above. Okay, whatever feels good for you here. Opening up that left side body. Let's rotate our chest up towards the ceiling. Don't dump down into that arm. We lift the body up and away, creating lots of length. Take a big inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. Exhale, come back to warrior two. Beautiful. From here, we're going to release our back arm down. Inhale, lift the right arm up and back as we find our reverse warrior. Stretching the front of the right side body now. We reach up and back with those right fingers, keeping that front knee stacked over the ankle. Open up the ribs. Big breath in here. Exhale. One more inhale. Exhale, come back to warrior two. Take an inhale. Exhale, release, and we'll step back up to the front. Go or flow. Inhale, raise up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Step back to plank or half plank. Inhale. Exhale, bend the elbows, lower the front body. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale and lower. Tuck the back toes. Inhale to a push-up. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, walk the feet up. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Stepping the left foot back this time. I just don't want to turn away from you, so this time the left toes are pointing towards the top of the mat. Left knee bent. Right leg is nice and long, heel pressing down into the ground. We find our warrior two on the opposite side once again. Reaching out toward opposite sides of the room. Stacking those shoulders directly over the hips. Let's build a little bit more heat in our bodies here, a little bit more strength as we breathe into the posture. Find that place where you can relax any other areas in the body. Maybe relax the toes. Maybe wriggle your fingers. Relax your fingers for a moment. Relax your jaw and take a nice even breath in and out. Placing the left arm on top of the left thigh, we inhale, reach the right arm up and over as we come into our extended side angle. So your hand can be on the thigh. You can also bring your hand down to the ground or a block if it suits you better. This top arm can be reaching up and over. It can also point directly overhead. Okay, finding what feels good for you here. We inhale, feel that stretch in the right side body. Lengthen out from the heel through the fingertips. Open up that chest, rotating it towards the ceiling. Nice work. Take a big even breath in. Exhale. Inhale back to our warrior two, lifting back up through center. We release the right arm down, lift the left arm up and back for our reverse warrior. Feeling that strength in our legs, that fire that we're creating in our bodies. Big inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. Exhale, coming back to our warrior two. Relax the shoulders. Take a big inhale. Exhale, release the hands. Step forward. Find your mountain. Now you can stay or you can flow with me. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step back for plank or half plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower the front body. Inhale, halfway. Lift the chest. Exhale. Inhale, press back up to plank. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. And exhale, step the feet up. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Okay, one more time through. Let's inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Step back for plank or half plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower the front body. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, press up to plank. Exhale, push back, downward dog. Inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, walk the feet up towards the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale and start to bend the knees, sinking the hips back and down. We're coming into chair pose. Our final strengthening posture here. We reach up, or if that's too much on your shoulders, you can bring the hands to the heart center in prayer position. Knees are bent, sitting those hips back and down. We find ourselves in chair pose. Bringing the weight into the heels, you might feel your toes lift up and away from the ground. See if you can draw your lower belly up and in. See if you can lift your chest and lengthen up along your spine. Are your legs shaking? Is your breath starting to become more rapid? Try to even the breath here. Welcome that shake, welcome that life force. One more big breath in. Exhale, release, and rise up. Excellent work. Shake it out. All right, everybody, we're going to come into a few balancing postures here. So on an inhale, I'll face forward. You can stay at the top of the mat. On an inhale, I want you to begin to press down into that left foot and begin to lift the right foot away from the ground. So you choose. We're going to come into tree. You can keep the sole of the foot to the inside of the ankle. You can place it to the inside of the shin, or you can go ahead and bring the sole of the foot to the inside of the thigh, okay? Now, you're gonna want to firm up the thigh so that it presses back into the sole of the foot, keeping this leg engaged and nice and strong. This knee lowers down towards the ground as the hips begin to open. Finding a lot of stability in this posture. This is our balancing posture. If you need a wall or a chair for support, no judgments. It's all good, okay? Wherever you are, you can bring your arms out. You can bring them up. You can bring them towards your heart. If you wanted an extra challenge, see if you can close your eyes. And if you shake and you fall out, that's good. It's all good. Just come back when you feel ready, or take whatever posture suits you in this moment. Seeing how tall you can get in your tree. Lengthening up along the spine. Lowering that knee towards the ground. We open up the hips forward. Big breaths in here. Keeping space between the hands overhead. Relaxing the shoulders away from the ears. Take one more big inhale. Exhale, release the hands. Now from here, if your foot is up, let's just see if you can peel the heel away from the thigh or the inside of the leg. So the toe is on the leg, the heel is lifted away. Using control, we inhale, and then exhale, release the foot back down. Excellent work, everybody. Shake that out, coming to the other side. Again, use a wall or a chair if you need the support. Let's spread those right toes. Ground down through the right foot, and we place the sole of the left foot either to the inside of the ankle, the calf, or to the inside of the thigh. Never on the knee, okay? You can even, if you'd like, really bring that heel up towards the hip or the groin and allow that knee to relax down toward the ground. Okay, finding our tree pose again. Bringing the hands either to heart center. Whew. If you're wobbling around, see if you can find a still place to look at. Maybe opening the arms up or reaching the arms up overhead. You guys are doing awesome. Just stay with wherever you are. No judgments here. If you fall out, you can come back. Opening up the front body, allowing that knee to draw down towards the ground. Lengthening up along the spine. Take some nice even inhales and exhales. If you want a balance challenge, see if you can close your eyes. One more big breath in. Exhale, release the hands. Now if your foot is on your leg, you can see if you can lift the heel away from the leg, keeping the toe in contact. Let's see if you can take a big breath in here. And now using control, allow the foot to peel away from the leg and lower it back down to the ground. Excellent work, everybody. All right, let's start to slow it down here. We're going to come back down to the mat. So let's inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. We step the right leg back and we lower the back knee. We step the left leg back and we lower the back knee. We're going to find ourselves on all fours here. Hands are spread wide, shoulders are over wrists, and the knees are underneath the hips. Let's come into a few cat-cows. So with a nice long spine and the crown of the head reaching forward, we're going to inhale, we're going to drop the belly, lift the gaze. The tailbone rises up as you imagine pulling your heart forward. Exhale and round the spine, drawing the chin toward the chest, taking the back of the heart up towards the ceiling. Inhale, coming into cow, stretching that heart forward. Exhale, rounding the spine. Moving like this, moving your breath. Inhale and exhale. We'll do one more round wherever you are. Now from all fours, from your tabletop, you're going to walk your hands forward. We're going to begin to bring our forearms down to the ground. Hands are spread nice and wide. And with the hips stacked directly over our knees, we're just going to melt the heart down towards the ground. So try not to send your hips back. Keep your hips over the knees and relax your chest down towards the ground. Think about really pressing into your forearms, into the palms of your hands here, pressing into all 10 finger pads, and maybe feeling a deep stretch in your shoulders or along the back. If this is not nice for you, you can take an extended child's pose or any other posture that helps bring you closer down towards the ground. Taking a few breaths here in stillness. As you're ready, you can press into the palms, sliding the hands back towards the body. We find our tabletop, coming onto all fours. And this time we're going to take the back hand, inhale, lift the left arm. And then on the exhale, we're going to thread the arm through. Bringing the left shoulder and the left ear down to the ground. Right arm can reach overhead, or the right hand can just stay planted by the face. Feeling a stretch maybe in the back of the shoulders here. Just breathing into any sensations. Beautiful. We'll press into the right hand. Inhale, lift the left arm once again all the way up. Exhale, release the hand down. Moving on to the right side, we inhale, reach the right arm all the way up, open up the body. Exhale, bring the arm through, and the back of the shoulder and ear come down to the ground. Either extending the top arm overhead or bringing the hand by the face. Find a few relaxing breaths here. As you're ready, you can press into that hand and inhale, lengthen the right arm up and lowering the hand back down to the ground. Coming in for our extended child's pose, you open up those knees, bring the big toes together and send the hips back and down. Arms can walk forward and chest melts down toward the ground. Bringing the forehead to rest on the earth. Let's take a few deep breaths in here. As you're ready, you can press into those hands, lift the torso, walk the hands towards the body, bringing the knees together. We'll extend the legs out in front of us, and we're coming into our final Shavasana, our relaxation and meditation portion of the class. If it suits you better to stay lifted and seated up on a block or a pillow, feel free to take whatever position feels good. If you'd like to take corpse pose, find yourself on your back in a comfortable position, supporting your lower back or your neck if you need to. To begin our final relaxation, I'm going to guide us through a breath practice, a pranayama. This is called orbiting the breath. So whether you're seated up or laying on your back, if you'd like to participate, you can just follow my direction here. We're gently just going to close the eyes down. And breathing normally, we're going to visualize our air coming in through the left nose on the inhale, and on the exhale, exiting out through the right nostril. And then inhaling into the right nostril and exhaling out the left nostril. So here we go. This is our practice, and we're going to begin on the inhale. The air enters in through the left nostril, inhaling all the way up, exhaling out through the right nostril. Inhaling through the right nostril, exiting through the left nostril. Inhaling left nostril, exiting right nostril. Inhaling right nostril, exhaling left nostril. Inhaling left nostril, exiting right nostril. Inhaling right nostril, exiting left nostril. Now following your own direction, see if you can continue this practice, orbiting the breath. We'll do one more full round wherever you are. Now take a deep breath in through both nostrils, inhaling all the way up. Exhaling out through both nostrils. And then just let go of the breath. Allow the breath to breathe itself, to come back to neutral. These breathing exercises help us to balance the energy in our body. As you rest here in corpse pose and Shavasana, Just allow any tension to be released from your body. Giving direction to your fingers and your toes and to any body parts to just relax here. Softening in the belly and in the jaw. Closing your eyes down. Feeling your body just grow heavy and melt down into the ground. In Shavasana, we allow the fruits of our practice to be remembered by all the cells in our body. This type of constructive rest is so vital to all of our energy systems. If you would like to remain in Shavasana, you can end your practice here. Or you can begin to invite some gentle movement back into the body by wriggling the fingers and the toes, maybe rotating the ankles and the wrists, inviting some deeper breaths in, taking any stretches that you need to reawaken the body. And then using your hands and rolling over to one side, coming up to a seated position. I'll meet you here. Finding ourselves either cross-legged or sitting up on a pillow or a block. Let's ground down once more. As you inhale, take a deep, big breath in. Exhale, open your eyes if you had them closed. And now together, let's share one final breath. Inhaling and gathering all the energy we created in our spaces, in our bodies, our minds. Let's bring our palms together as we bring that energy and draw it toward our heart center, to the core of our being. And I bow to you and I say namaste.